Congresswoman Cammack from the House Law Enforcement Caucus. Congresswoman, you just heard that report. Mayor Johnson is blaming Republicans for the outcry about what's going on with the illegal migrant spending in Chicago. What do you think?
Wow, Liz, that was quite the ranting and raving from the Chicago mayor, and a racist one to boot. I mean, I don't think anyone really cares about the check-the-box mentality that the left is trying to shove down everyone's throats. Americans just want their elected officials to do their damn jobs. And it's very, very simple. If the taxpayers are demanding that you put an emphasis on their community, on the things that they were hired to do rather than illegals, it should be a no-brainer. But as you've heard me say before, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I hope that that recall effort actually comes to fruition, because it is clear that Americans, regardless of what box they check, are sick and tired of the America Last agenda.
Got it. You know, what do you make of this, to what you're just saying? We're now tracking a dozen states now on the move to enact their own laws to fight the border crisis. They're joining Florida and Texas. It's states like Iowa, Indiana, Idaho. You're looking also at West Virginia, Tennessee, South Carolina. What do you make of that?
Well, we've known, and we've said this for a long time now under the imperial presidency that is Joe Biden's tenure, that every town in America, every state in America today is a border state. And that is a problem because of this open border crisis, which has introduced crime, fentanyl, trafficking, both labor and sex trafficking. It has become serious business and a serious strain on services, but also putting Americans at risk. And so it is fully constitutional that the states take this issue into their own hands, and they have an obligation to protect their citizens. It is constitutional. Okay. These elected officials in these states are bound by their oath to do this. So I commend them and I applaud them for taking up this effort.
Okay, let's get your reaction to this. Republican senators still outraged after Senate Democrats blocked the impeachment trial of Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas. Watch Senator Rand Paul here.
All of the laws that existed under the Trump administration still exist under the Biden administration. You have all the powers that you need. You could simply say we're full up, we've got too many criminals, and you have every power to do that now. You just don't utilize those powers. But it isn't about really being good at utilizing the power. We just think you're not obeying the law. I've been asked about this multiple times, but we're going to ask again, how did the murder of Laken Riley get into this country? And what is the statute that allowed you to do it? How could you? And how could you sleep at night, having done that?
Yeah, let's stay on this for a second. That the alleged murderer, accused murderer of Laken Riley came out of Venezuela. The Biden White House paroled into the U.S. straight out of Central America and South America, including Venezuela, 360,000 illegal migrants. Lawmakers have been warning they're coming in largely unvetted. But reports indicate Venezuela's prison population in Venezuela is down 25%. I mean, shouldn't the White House be asked, what policies are you doing to stop the border crisis when innocent victims like Laken Riley got murdered?
It's absolutely absurd, absolutely unconscionable that this has been allowed to take place in this country. A nation without borders is not a sovereign nation, nor is it a safe nation. And the murder of Laken Riley, it never should have happened. And she would be alive today if Biden had secured the damn border. We know that the president has 8 executive actions that he could do today to secure the border. He chooses not to, because at the end of the day, they're hoping to take and use these illegals to vote in this November's election. That's what this is about.
Congresswoman Cammack, thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to see you.